Hi friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel Learning with Ram. So in this video I will discuss the coding questions asked by Infosys on 26th April 2026. Remember friends, related to the registration process and how to crack. Already I have made a detailed video what are the strategy you should apply. So those who exam further, I will suggest first go through this video, because before clearing any assessment you should have idea, you should have proper roadmap. So for roadmap you can just go through those video. Now those who have exam further, this video is important for you because you will get clarity. These are the exact questions I am going to basically discuss here. So let me start discussing the question. So I will start with question number 2. The reason the question of the numbering might be vary, but the main thing is that question 2 was quite easy to medium level, but question number 1 was hard. So that is the main things in every video I'm telling you. You have to choose and pick the question properly, then only you will able to crack this role. Okay, so those who exam further, I will suggest important tips. Choose the question, pick the question properly, that what are the questions you gonna solve. Okay, because question picking is also a good art, you can say. So what was the question number 2? So problem is maximum non-adjacent packet within budget. What are the questions given? A research facility process a sequence of n data packets arranged in a row. Each packet, that is represented by I, and it belongs from 1 to n, has a labeling cost, that is AI. Now due to some hardware interference, you labeled packet I, you cannot label it immediate never. Means अगर आप I लेवल पैकेट को कर दिए तो उसके immediate never को नहीं कर सकते, because due to hardware interference. So you have to focus on the logic, that what they're actually telling. Okay, at least try to solve 1 or 1.5 question at least, I'm saying, and utilize the time properly. So what actually they are saying, that suppose if you are choosing I packet, then you can't or you cannot label the immediate never. So the immediate never, this is the immediate never, so you can't label it, or this is the immediate never, left hand side, you can't label it. Okay, so packet I minus 1, if it exists, you cannot label it. Packet I plus 1, if it exists, you cannot label it. Remember here the condition, if it exists, means we have to check this condition too while coding. Now you are given a total budget B. Select the subset of packet to label such that no two selected packets are adjacent. First condition is that no two selected packets are adjacent and the total labeling cost does not exceed B. So you have to basically label those packets with some particular cost, but the condition is आपका जो बजट है उससे आपको एक्सीड नहीं करना चाहिए. दैट इज द क्वेश्चंस. अगेन लेट मी डिस्कस लिटिल बिट इन हिंदी. दैट सिंपली आपको भाई एक फैसिलिटी प्रोसेस दिया है जिसमें एन डेटा पैकेट्स दिया गया है, एंड जो कि रो में अरेंज्ड है, एंड ईच पैकेट जो कि का एक पर्टिकुलर लेवलिंग कॉस्ट है. ओके, एंड द कंडीशन इज if you label the packet I, you cannot label its immediate never. So that was the questions. Now goal is to find the maximum number of packets that can be labeled. Okay, so I will suggest pause the video and try to solve by yourself. If you are getting some logic, comment here. Okay, so that you will get idea. My friends, just watching the video will not gonna work. You have to practice the coding question, then only you will crack, because they are providing 21 LPA or 18 or 16 LPA. So for that the question level will be hard in compared to TCS. Okay, so those who are following our TCS coding playlist, now you can correlate that the question level is hard. Okay, so what are the input format? First part you have to take n, then the budget and all the values you have to take, and means here what are the parameters denoting. N denotes the number of packets, B denotes the maximum total budgets, and AI denotes the cost of labeling packet I. Output format, maximum number of packets that can be labeled. So that means simply you have to basically give the output the maximum number of packet that can be labeled. Now there are particular constants were given in the questions, you have to get the clarity. Remember friends, if you will solve with brute force approach, then your all tests might not be passed. So first of all try with brute force, then optimize it, then only you will able to pass all the test cases, and make sure to handle the edge cases very carefully. That will play a critical role in getting the selections mail, means for the mail. So n 1 to 10 to power 5, B 1 to 10 to power 9, and AI means the labeling values 1 to 10 to power 9. Okay, AI means labeling packet of I. That's it. For example, let me take the input 5. So here 5 will denote what? That is the n, means it will denote the number of packets here are 5. Next, maximum total budget is what? 10. So you have total 10 budgets. Now you have to mean the cost of labeling packet of each is given, that is 2, 5, 3, 4, 1. It means what? Suppose this is 5 packets, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 packets are there. So for packet number 1 labeling cost is 2. For packet number 2 labeling cost is 5. For packet number 3 labeling cost is 3, and so on. So you have to just find the values or maximum number of packets that can be labeled. So what are the logic I'm gonna apply here or approach I'm gonna apply here? Means you can read the detailed explanation, whatever the things I've just discussed, that is the detailed explanation, okay, about the maximum count. So possible valid selections are 1, 3, 5 and cost is 2, 3, 1, because you have to consider in mind also that it should, or labeling cost should not exceed your budget, isn't it? Then you can also choose packet 2 and 4 and cost will be 5 plus 4, isn't it? For 2 and 4 the cost will be 5 and 4. So here the cost is 9 and valid count equal to 2. So maximum possible count is 3. You have to return the maximum possible count. So here we will return 3. Now what are the approach I'm actually gonna apply here? Not that much easy, just you have to do the clear observations. So since adjacent packet cannot both be chosen, the problem split into two independent pattern. क्योंकि आपको क्वेश्चन में दिया गया clearly that adjacent packet can't be choose. So either you can choose from the odd indexes or from the even indexes. Means I can choose either 1, 3, 5 or 2, 4, 6. So for each pattern I will basically collect the cost, sort them, and I will greedily pick the smallest cost until the budget is exhausted. So I have to keep in mind about the budget, and I will basically greedily choose or pick the smallest cost. So here you have to use the greedy algorithm. Okay, greedy algo. Must comment here. Do you know the greedy algo? Okay, those who are doing competitive coding or those who do coding at much, I think you have idea. So right, what do you mean by greedy algo? Yeah, here we will basically choose according to the, what can I say, greedily means we will choose either maximum value or minimum value. It depends on the questions. So here they are saying smallest cost, so accordingly we will choose. Okay, so track the maximum count means I will basically just track the maximum count. So what are the logic I'm doing here? Collect the cost, sort them, and greedily pick the smallest cost. Remember friends, I will provide this complete PDF in the description, and also you can join our WhatsApp group that is completely I made for the Infosys 2026 hiring. Okay, the same things I was doing for the TCS NQT. So from now onward you will get the lots of video related to Infosys and post Cognizant also whenever it will be announced. So look at my solution, including bits std c++.h using namespace standard and taking the value. So for your understanding purpose only, I am taking the hard coded input n equal to 5, b equal to 10, and those values of the means corresponding cost of packets I am taking. Now I am declaring two vector odds and even. The logic I have said now, just now I have said that I will basically do the things that choose from the indexes odd and even position. The same things I am doing here. Now I will basically push those elements according to the particular array. Means if current index is odd or even, then I will push accordingly, and I will just call the maximum basically function. And here I am just passing, means first of all I will basically get the answer by calling this max packet, and I will basically just give the maximum value or maximum count. Okay, so I'm just here calling the maximum packet answer and passing the array odd b and maximum packet even b. Means here I am passing the budget, and even means I am passing the even arrays, the things which I have already pushed it up. So let me come to the logic of the maximum packet. Quite easy. Remember friend, you can say the code is very means not that much number of line, so you have to grasp the logic. If you will get the logic, then it will quite easy to clear the exam. At least one question you will be able to solve, especially those who have what can I say, coding experience. So here I am taking the array, taking the budget. First of all I will sort those value, means sort AR.begin, AR.end, count equal to 0, sum equal to 0, means temporary variable I will declare. Now I will just traverse the array. If sum plus x less than equal to b, I will sum it up, because we have to consider the budget. Now this is b represent budget. I am repeating it, this represent budget. So this is the budget. Now if sum plus x less than equal to budget, sum plus x and count plus plus, because you have to track the count now, else break, otherwise return the count. So this is the only logic I am applying here. I hope you got it. Comment here that yeah, I got the answer, means I got the logic whatever I am discussing. Okay, if you need any more clarification, must comment here, so that I will, means if you will not comment, then I will not get idea that whether आप लोग को समझ में आ रहा या नहीं आ रहा. And if you have any suggestion, feel free to comment here. I will incorporate all those suggestions in the further video. So that's how we gonna do. For Java solution, again, if you got the logic, you can able to clear the Java or Python any. So just go through it. I'm not going to discuss the Java and Python completely, because it will take lots of time. Okay, you can see here the same things I'm doing here, taking the input and sorting the, counting the values and checking those with the budget. the same things I am doing. So focus on the logic rather than the, what can I say, particular coding language. So let me just go to the online compiler, run it. So for your time being, I am just taking the hard coded input as I have said, and I will run this. So you will get the output as 3 because the maximum count is 3, which I have already discussed here. I hope you got the logic. So comment here, I got, and I can crack this exam. Let me just come to the second questions, and second question was very, you can say, medium to hard level, not that you can say also मीडियम में भी आपको दो कैटेगरी होता है, एक ईजिली मीडियम होगा, मीन ज़्यादा आपका लेवल उसका नहीं है, बट एक मीडियम टू हार्ड लेवल का ये आया पहला क्वेश्चन. ओके, सो व्हाट वाज द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, लेट मी डिस्कस, देन यू विल गेट क्लैरिटी. एंड बहुत लोग को भाई इसमें इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने में दिक्कत हुआ था. सो इफ यू आर द कैंडिडेट्स हु हैव गिवन एग्जाम मस्ट कमेंट हियर दैट हाउ मेनी नंबर ऑफ टेस्ट केसेस यू पास. एंड फ्रेंड्स, इफ यू आर गोइंग टू द टेस्ट ना, शेयर द क्वेश्चन अमंग with me, okay, because this is the question shared by some candidates, and from your help only I gonna upload these videos. So if you want these preparation material, then you should support us also, because from where I can get the question, from you only na guys. So please share it, okay. You need it but you are not sharing, so that will not work, okay. सबको वही चाहिए but आप लोग share नहीं करते हैं. Okay, so this is my urgent and humble request to all of you. So let me discuss without wasting our time. So question number 1 was minimize maximum gap between occupied seat. So you are given a row of n seats represent as binary string occurrence where 1 will represent seat is occupied and 0 will represent seat is empty. Now you need to seat k additional people in currently empty seats. Okay, I know you didn't got it, but when I will discuss with example, then you will get clarity. So what are the definition of comfort here? There that the discomfort of seating arrangement is defined as the maximum distance gap between any two consecutive occupied seat. So assume virtual occupied seat at position 0 and n plus 1, means you will be given some particular seats, but beside that आपको भाई दो virtual seats खुद से लेना है. Okay, let me change the color. So these are the seats given, and now you have to assume two virtual seats at start and at end. Okay, so assume the virtual occupied seat at position 0 and position n. Now goal is what? Your goal is to place all the k people such that maximum gap is minimized. This is core logic. Maximum gap is minimized. So you have to minimize the maximum gap. Now what is the input format? You have to take n, k and OCC, that is the occurrence, or simply string. So n basically represent the number of seats, k represent the number of people to add, and the third will represent the binary string of length n, means what is occupied or what is not occupied, which will denotes. Okay, for example, first of all let me take you, so the output format you have to just give the minimum possible maximum gap, and these are the constant which is helpful to pass all the test cases. If you have to basically handle these edge cases, otherwise you not gonna solve this. Okay, so n 1 to 10 to power 5, k 1 to n, and at least k empty seats exist. Okay, so for example let me take 7, means I am taking the 7, 2, and these are the string. So 7 denotes what? I already said, just 7 will denote the number of seats, and k, which will be in second line, which will denote the number of people to add. So here 7 seats are there, and you wanna add 2 people. Now what are the, means you have to just output the minimum possible maximum gap. So here output I am getting 2. लेट मी गिव द एक्सप्लेनेशन, देन यू विल गेट क्लैरिटी. अगेन मैं क्वेश्चन में कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं है, बट आपको भाई अच्छे से क्वेश्चन समझना होगा, एंड इट विल टेक एटलीस्ट 20 to 30 minutes टू ग्रास्प द लॉजिक और टू गेट द कंक्लूजन. क्वेश्चन में आपको क्या था, सिंपली आपको एक रो दिया हुआ एन सीट्स का जिसमें डिनोट्स कर रहा है, मीन्स एक स्ट्रिंग लेना है आपको जिसमें डिनोट करेगा कि अगर एक रहा तो मीन्स सीट इज ऑक्युपाइड, 0 रहा तो सीट इज नॉट ऑक्युपाइड और सीट इज एम्प्टी. सिंपली आपको भाई मीन्स यू नीड टू सीट के एडिशनल पीपल इन करंटली एम्प्टी सीट्स. जो एम्प्टी सीट्स है भाई उसमें आपको एडिशनल पीपल को ऐड करना है, बट मीन्स डिस्कम्फर्ट को ध्यान में रखते हुए सिंपली ऐड करना है. सो दैट इज द क्वेश्चन. अगेन सेइंग आई विल प्रोवाइड कंप्लीट PDF here, so you can go through that, and this PDF I will share in the WhatsApp or Telegram group only. Okay, so you can just go through there. Now let me give the explanation how I am getting the values of 2. Suppose positions are 0 to 5 8. So these are the position 1, means 0 to 5 8 means how many positions are there? Total 7 positions are there. So these are the position I am noting down, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and corresponding occurrence values given that 0 1 0 0. So 0 1 0 0, then 1 0 0. So 1 will represent what? This position is occupied, this position is occupied, so you can't place the people here. Okay, and how many people you have to arrange? 2 people, means you have to adjust the 2 people by considering the discomfort. So we place 2 people optimally inside the larger gap, means gap should be larger. So after placement, larger gap becomes 2 and minimum possible maximum gap equal to 2. Means where you can put, just try it. Okay, so for that means these are the general positions. So you have to also create 2 virtual position na. So isn't it? So 1 virtual position at here, then 7 people will be there. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 people will be there, and again 1 virtual gap. So these will present 7 people. And these will be 2 gaps you have to consider, and then you have to basically optimize this and you have to solve it. So what the approach I am doing here, I will use here binary search on answer. So first of all I will guess a maximum gap mid, then check if we can place k people such that no gap exceed the mid. मीन्स पहले आप मैक्सिमम गैप एक निकाल लेंगे, उसके अकॉर्डिंग वही हम लोग पीपल को प्लेस करेंगे सच दैट इट विल नॉट एक्सीड द मिड एंड आई विल मिनिमाइज द मिड वैल्यू. ओके, सो गैप हैंडलिंग में क्या करेंगे, फॉर गैप ऑफ साइज जी मैक्सिमम पीपल वी कैन ऐड इज जी माइनस 1 अपॉन मिड. So that's thing I gonna do it. Remember friends, if you are not getting the logic exactly, no, try to do the dry run. If you will do the dry run now, you will get the clarity that how you gonna solve this. So let me discuss the coding questions, coding और code part. So I hope you got it ना. इस क्वेश्चन में बस आपको इतना है, बट आपको भाई इस जितना मैंने भी बताया हूँ, I have also taken the help from some other sources and I have gone through it. So you have to know the logic and आपको भाई proper होना पड़ेगा कोडिंग में, otherwise you will not able to solve. और आपको भाई अरे स्ट्रिंग का ही नहीं सॉल्व कर पा रहे हैं, सो आई एम नॉट डिमोटिवेटिंग यू बट आई एम टेलिंग द रियलिटी. अगर आप स्ट्रिंग या नॉर्मल एरे का क्वेश्चन नहीं कर पा रहे तो ये सब क्वेश्चन करने में मुश्किल लगेगा. ओके, बिकॉज यू नीड मोर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द कोडिंग पार्ट. ओके, so what are the things I'm gonna do here? So again I'm taking for your understanding hard coded input, occurrence, declaring the positions array, and pause dot pushback 0. Why I'm pushing 0? Because you have to take 2 comment here, 2 what, 2 dummy or 2 extra places you have to do. So that's why I'm pushing the 0 here. Now I will just traverse the row, and if occurrence of I equal to 1, then position dot pushback I plus 1 means I will just push those value accordingly. Now pause dot pushback n plus 1. Why I'm pushing here n plus 1? Yeah, because the last value you have to add 2 extra values now. Here I am just discussing here these 2 extra value you have to add. So at beginning I am adding the 0 means vacant position, and at the end I am adding the vacant position. Now I am declaring the gaps array, and I equal to 0 to I less than position dot size I plus plus gaps dot pushback position I minus 1 minus 1. So I will just push those value according to the positions. Now left equal to 1 and right equal to n and answer equal to 1. You know the binary search, isn't it? Here I will use the binary search. Got it? Show while left less than equal to right, mid equal to left plus right by 2. If can place means if you can place those that particular element, then answer equal to mid and right equal to mid minus 1, else left equal to mid plus 1. I think बाइनरी सर्च का आपको कंसेप्ट तो पता होगा. बाइनरी सर्च में क्या करते हैं, इसको 2 पार्ट में लोग डिवाइड करते हैं. जो एलिमेंट को सर्च करना रहता है अकॉर्डिंगली हम लोग मिड से कंपेयर करते हैं. सपोज दिस इज द मिड, देन वी विल कंपेयर विद मिड. ओके, सो इफ द वैल्यू इज ग्रेटर देन द मिड, देन आई विल डिक्रीज द डायमेंशन ऑफ एच और सिम डिक्रीज द डायमेंशन ऑफ राइट. अगर आपका वैल्यू इसमें आपको आ रहा है तो लेफ्ट को मैं इंक्रीज कर दूंगा मिड प्लस 1. दैट्स इट. अदरवाइज हेयर राइट mid minus 1. That's the thing, the concept of binary search. So same things I am doing here and see out the answer. I hope you got the logic. Okay, now the placing algorithm means there is some certain condition now that you can't place accordingly. means आपको भाई place करने के लिए भी एक particular logic है. So what are the logic I am applying here? Bool can place vector int gaps int k means taking the value of k and mid count equal to 0. Now I will traverse and I will basically count plus z minus 1 by mid. I will return if count greater than equal to k means you can place. If count less than equal to k means the value should not greater means less than k na. So if count greater than equal to k, then I will place it, otherwise I can't place it. So that's the logic I am doing here. Remember friends, I know this is the quite lengthy questions and I might not able to understand it. So you can do what, you can also paste these solutions to AI or other sources and try to grasp the logic if you are not getting. But I think you got the solutions. Okay. So Java and other I will provide all that. So for this time complexity will be since binary search, so O log n will take and each check will occupy the n. So overall time complexity will be O n log n. And basically friends, comment the time complexity for the question number 2. Though I have written here but comment the time complexity, okay, because here I am using the grading knapsack algorithm. So these are the questions. There are also third questions, so if you need, you can comment here. I will make a dedicated video for that because video will be too long and you will not gonna watch that. So that's why I'm just limiting this to 2 questions. Hope informative to you. कोई भी doubt है feel free to ask. Friends, support us, okay, for you only. I woke up today at 4 a.m. and I am just creating the content, and now I am editing and uploading that. So I am doing lots of stuff for you only, so that you will be placed. So your support is important. Please like us, subscribe us, and share the video among your friends so that we can reach more number of candidates, and it will be helpful for me also. तो इतना तो आप कर सकते हैं, और कोई भी query है feel free to ask here. I am always here to help you. We can connect on LinkedIn or Insta or anywhere. Whatever doubt you have, you can ask there. मिलते हैं next video में. Thank you.